It's not rocket science. You guys know this. Did you ever get a shitty night's sleep? Did work stress you out that day? Did shit that usually doesn't really mess with you, like really mess with you? Sleep co-occurs in our curriculum with emotional regulation. Sleep itself will help you regulate your emotions because you literally go through a period during the sleep cycle where you metabolize any emotional residue from the day. The flip side of that coin is also true. As you can more and more skillfully regulate your emotions, you'll sleep better because a well-regulated emotional state is not stressful, and that brings about the hormonal signature that is conducive to good sleep. So, all that to say that good sleep is emotional regulation, and emotional regulation brings about good sleep. So, some of you guys may have heard me talk about before the 10-3-2-1-0-1 protocol for sleep hygiene. I have a PDF that's on my website, but I'll have Jackson send it out to you guys tomorrow. So that's going to be our area of focus. Remember this numeric 10-3-2-1-0-1. By showing 10 hours before you want to be asleep, which assuming that time is 10 p.m., don't ingest any caffeine. So that would be the latest possible time of day that you would take in any caffeine is 12 noon. And actually, I think that's probably 12 hours would be more accurate. How many coffee drinkers on the call or tea, caffeine, you like it? I like my daily coffee. I have realized that if I drink any more than say 12 ounces, sometimes 16 ounces, it's not good. So in addition to putting that window on your caffeine consumption, also maybe have a look at how much caffeine you're drinking, how much caffeine you need to be drinking, and how that may be disrupting the quality of your sleep. Because caffeine has a very long half-life. So if you drink caffeine at 1 p.m., it's still going to be in your blood by 10 p.m. at night, and that's going to affect your capacity to fall asleep. 3 hours before you want to be asleep, don't have a large meal. You want to go to bed digested. So if you want to be asleep by 10, then don't have a huge meal at 8:45 and expect to sleep well, because digestion is a process and sleep is a process, and the body's not so great at doing two processes at the same time. So a big meal late at night is going to compromise your ability to fall asleep at a reasonable hour. Like I said, it's not an exact science. If you have dinner at 7:15, 7:30, no big deal. If you have a little snack at 8:45, 9, it's not the end of the world. If you have a good sized dinner at 7, you probably won't be too hungry. And it actually will help you to go to sleep just a little bit hungry, not famished, but not stuffed, not starving, right there in the middle. That's 3. 2 is 2 hours before you want to be asleep. So that's going to be about 8 p.m. Cease all cognitively demanding, heady, stressful work obligation, super intellectual stuff. Okay. Just let your brain start to just calm down. You cannot expect to be cranking out emails at 9:45 and dealing with stressful work stuff and then fall asleep at 10. 1 is 1 hour before you want to be asleep. No screens, no TV, no cell phone, no laptop, no tablet. It would be a really good idea if you can to dim the lights, keep the lights down low. Blue blocking sunglasses are not a bad investment. 0, press your snooze button when your alarm goes off in the morning, assuming you're using an alarm, exactly 0 times. Grab your cell phone and check your emails and social media exactly 0 times. Don't go for the screen as soon as you wake up. I will tell you, in my personal experience, and I'm sure you guys will agree, the longer the window on either side of sleeping and waking that you can do a tech sabbatical, the happier and healthier you're going to be. I know we all have different expectations of the work that we're involved in, and so there's some of us have children and so on. But if you can have 1 hour before you go to sleep where you're not on a screen or a phone, and 1 hour after you wake up, watch your mood stabilize, watch your energy rise, watch your vitality increase. If you can extend that out to 2 or 3 hours on either side, watch your productivity skyrocket. 1 is 1 hour after waking. So assuming you're getting up at 6, in between 6 and 7 approximately, you want to get 2 things done. Cold exposure, cold shower of about 3 minutes, and 10 minutes of outdoor exposure to natural sunlight. So get outside and get sunlight in your eyeballs. No sunglasses. The less clothing you wear, the better. The more of that sunlight you can get on your skin and in your eyes, the more it will signal to your body that now is a good time to increase the production of cortisol. The earlier in the day you click on that cortisol production, the earlier in the evening, you're going to click on the melatonin production. And by getting outside early in the day, you're setting yourself up for a healthier circadian rhythm where your waking and setting hours are connected to the rising and setting of the sun.